Most extreme. Most extreme pre-show ritual. I actually don't listen to music before I go on. It's like really quiet so that when I step on stage, it just explodes. You'll probably find a lot of my interviews, you're gonna go, wow, Nikki Sixx is really boring. So there really isn't one in that case. Most extreme hobby, probably my photography. You know, like really digging into some, not untapped, but unusual subject matter. That really gives me a thrill. Getting out on the street, doing street photography, exploring the darker side of life that I actually see as lightness, turning people on to that, and then kind of explaining how we're all the same. You know, we have a song called Skin. You know, you're not your skin. You're not what's on the outside. That's probably my most extreme hobby. I'm not a collector. A lot of people ask me how many basses that I have. You know, a lot of guys collect guitars and basses and stuff like that. I think I have 4. If I go out on tour, if I have 8, by the time the tour ends, I might have 1. And then they get thrown in the audience, they get thrown into amps, they get broken. So I'm not much of a collector in that sense. I have 1 vintage bass that I record everything with, and I have 1 vintage guitar. And that's like my go-to in my songwriting studio. I just go straight to that, but I don't really collect anything else. Sometimes I get a brand new bass, I just throw it in the audience on the first song, and he's like, Jesus Christ. Well, I think I'm like everybody else, I stream. You know, I got rid of all my DVDs and got about $2 for them. I think one of my favorite movies is Seven. My wife's sick of it. She tries to make me watch Bridesmaids all the time. So it's like always a coin toss between Bridesmaids and Seven. Well, I remember once me and Tommy had been arrested, and I think we were creating a riot or something, and put us in jail, and the next morning they let us out at like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. We had like a 9:30 flight. So me and Tommy were walking through the airport, and we were on the front cover of every newspaper, rock band creates riot, and it was my mugshot and Tommy's mugshot, and we were just like walking by like this, and all these people were pointing to us. There's probably DJ. He's a bit of a loose cannon. We all have our different personalities. Me and DJ together are kind of like bookends for James, and we're always messing with each other. There he is right there. He's a psycho. James is pretty extreme because he likes to collect Barbie dolls. Well, that got rid of him. There he went. Most extreme. We've toured with just about everybody. Who would be extreme? Probably Motley. There was a riot one time where most of the audience ended up on stage, destroyed all the gear, and we were playing Anarchy in the UK, and we finished the song. It's on YouTube. You should go. That's amazing. One of my proudest moments, except for the lawsuits that came after. I'm pretty boring. I mean, I'm really boring, like beyond boring as a person. I make music, I'm very creative, I do photography, I do my radio show, but off the grid, I'm really boring. Like my wife has to force me to go to dinner. I don't, it's hard, I'm sorry. It usually comes around cars. I like to drive really fast, and if I can find the place to open my car up, I'll do it, and there's always that moment where I realize I'm doing 140 miles an hour, and it just could be one thing, but it's just like the thrill of that. It's so great. I don't do drugs, so I need speed. Not that kind of speed. A vagina. It's hard to get the pin up there, but I did it.
We're gonna end it.
Okay, good. Most extreme.